A year and a half of sworn testimony, and after getting all of the testimony, they deleted it, and they destroyed almost everything. There's nothing left. It's unprecedented.
And they deny doing that.
If you do that in a civil case, you go to jail.
You know they deny doing that. And officials say that the order never came in for the National Guard.
They put out a statement.
On January 6th, let me ask you this about January 6th. I think
Benny
you're going to want to
Thompson
answer
wrote in a statement that he has destroyed all evidence.
Let me ask you this about January 6th.
I wish you could be you have such potential. If you could be just non-biased, you hurt yourself so badly. I'm telling you, they deleted and destroyed all the evidence. Everyone knows it. And you slough it off like it doesn't mean anything.
No, I'm just saying they deny it. That's all I'm saying.
Kristen, if I did it, you would be standing up in that chair shouting at me. And you know what I'd do? I'd say, you got me. They have done something so illegal. They have a committee sworn to, and because it was so bad, the only reason they did it is because the testimony turned out to be in favor of me.
A few moments later.
Biden will award the Presidential Citizens Medal to 20 people, including leading members of the January 6th congressional panel leaders. Mississippi Congressman Benny Thompson and former Congresswoman Liz Cheney of Montana will receive the second highest civilian award for leading the probe into the 2021 insurrection. At the same event last year, the president honored people who were involved in defending the Capitol from the rioters.
Funny, bro. This is
when he did this, bro.
This just happened like a couple hours ago.
That's pretty interesting that he gave her the Medal of Freedom when she's actively being investigated for interfering with that.
They will not let this go.
Why?
They will not let this go.
They're trying to do anything they can to
derail.
Oh man.
But like, why is he giving out an award right now, and people are literally just died from the actual situation?
Did you see where he walked off and didn't answer any questions about that?
And didn't the FBI confirm that they came out and said that there were agents involved in January 6th? Didn't we see that?
Yeah.
That's what made Stephen A. say.
Exactly. And that's a fact.
Well,
and then old girl, what's her name?
Nancy Pelosi. We seen the video.
Nancy.
She
said it was my fault.
Yes.
And then we try to give y'all these, man, we ain't gonna say it. Y'all know, we know. Come on.
They're digging themselves in a deeper hole.
This opened my eyes all the way.
Elizabeth L. Cheney for putting the American people over party.
She's not. She's excited. He holding her.
Because she's going to jail.
Why he holding her so tight?
She tried to take it. He ain't gonna let go.
She looked like she wasn't even excited for this.
Yeah, no, she doesn't look excited.
People over party. Are you kidding me?
What party is she in?
The party of getting paid.
That's why they're saying it, because she switched sides. People over party.
Well,
you chose the right side.
Donald Trump, just weeks away from being invested with the immense powers of the presidency, calling for a criminal investigation into Liz Cheney over witness tampering after a report from House Republicans singled her out, accusing her of colluding with a witness on the January 6th committee and recommending she be investigated for possible criminal prosecution. The president-elect weighing in on Tuesday's report just 3 hours ago, saying this on his Truth social platform, quote, Liz Cheney could be in a lot of trouble based on the evidence obtained by the subcommittee, which states that numerous federal laws were likely broken by Liz Cheney, and these violations should be investigated by the FBI, end quote. 3:11 a.m. this morning. The president-elect there, referring to the report released yesterday by a Republican-controlled House subcommittee, alleging what it called, quote, the failures and politicization of the January 6th Select Committee, end quote. The report calls the committee, quote, a political weapon with a singular focus to deceive the public into blaming President Trump for the violence on January 6th and tarnish the legacy of his first presidency. Among the report's allegations against Cheney, that she colluded with one of the committee's witnesses, Cassidy Hutchinson, who served as an assistant to White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. Hutchinson provided testimony about Trump's actions on January 6th, including recounting a story she was told about an interaction the president had with his Secret Service driver.
The president said something to the effect of, "I'm the effing president, take me up to the Capitol now." To which Bobby responded, "Sir, we have to go back to the West Wing." The president reached up towards the front of the vehicle to grab at the steering wheel.
Does that sound?
Mr. Engel grabbed his arm, said, "Sir, you need to take your hand off the steering wheel. We're going back to the West Wing. We're not going to the Capitol." Mr. Trump then used his free hand to lunge towards Bobby Engel.
In a lengthy statement, Cheney refuted the report's findings. She says that it, quote, intentionally disregards the truth and the Select Committee's tremendous weight of evidence, and instead fabricates lies and defamatory allegations in an attempt to cover up what Donald Trump did. But now, of course, 4 years later, the Republican Party once again united behind Trump, and in little over a month, he will once again control the federal government, have the authority to order the investigations, or at least have the people that he installs in Department of Justice positions undertake investigations that he has openly called for months.
I think those people committed a major crime,
Sir?
and Cheney was behind it. For what they did,
Yeah.
honestly, they should go to jail.
Not only did Republicans rally around Trump, the American people rallied around Trump. Key words here, based on evidence. He's not going after her because he wants to, or just because she changed political parties. Based off evidence.
She broke. There's
She
evidence
broke the
she
law.
broke numerous federal laws. Hey, feds did a sweep.
Well, she is the Feds.
These people here, bro.
Well,
this
they
is
did sweep
insane.
on her.
It's just crazier the fact that she was really up here asking the questions. It just seems like y'all did this on purpose.
Oh, that's like that's like you get caught doing something, then you ask your homie, ask him, did I do that? Hell no, he ain't do that.
Are y'all kidding
Nah,
me?
yeah,
It's literally the same.
This is definitely like tampering. They're definitely trying to change the public perception. But I feel like if you know anything that's been going on in this case, you got to know that this is complete BS.
There's too much evidence for the other
There's
side.
way too much evidence. The fact that she's being investigated by the FBI. That's why they don't want Cash Patel to get in there.
Okay, so this
You need to, bro.
Biden gave her Biden gave her the medal. That makes sense. I'm like, who? It's like you used to get an award. You know, you get voted for that award. You win the award. The senile old man gave her the award. So okay, that
He
makes
didn't
sense.
even know who he was giving.
Yeah,
it to,
that
probably.
makes sense.
She didn't even want it.
She
didn't look like she
knows she
wanted
wrong.
Do you think there should be a criminal investigation into Liz Cheney, one of your former colleagues?
If she broke the law, why should she be exempt? If I guarantee you, if Manu Raju or you broke the law, they'd drag y'all into court in chains. And why should she be exempt?
You don't think Liz Cheney broke the law, do you?
If she manipulated this thing, if she met with people, if she coached them, as they're saying, if she talked to them on a secret website, which they're saying she did, if she coached them, if she altered evidence, if she withheld evidence, then she broke the law.
What's the evidence? What's the evidence of that? I mean, the report came out just days after Donald Trump said that Liz Cheney and other members of the committee should go to jail. Aren't they just doing his bidding?
What's the evidence that Matt Gaetz has other than a report? You've got a report. It's the same thing. That's why people do not trust the media. You have a double standard for one and not for the other. If she didn't break the law, then she's fine. But if she did break the law, she should be held accountable. What is wrong with them asking questions?
The House Ethics Committee. The House Ethics Committee is voting to release this report. Presumably,
if she broke the law,
isn't this Banana Republic stuff?
Why is she being exempted from the law? Everybody who broke the law should be exempted. No, it's not Banana Republic. If she broke the law, I don't see why that's such a hard thing. If she didn't break the law,
there's no evidence she
then
broke the
she's
law.
fine.
There's no evidence she broke the law. They just looked into what happened on January 6th and Donald Trump's attempt to overturn a free and fair election.
Other than Barry Loudermilk, who's a very respected member of Congress, doing his very long investigation and very tiring investigation into this. And if they found it, I think it ought to be brought to light. If not, then she's fine. I don't have a problem with them investigating that.
You want the government to go after Trump's political enemies?
If they broke the law, I don't care if they're my political enemies or they're my friends. If they broke the law, dadgummit, they ought to be brought in and they ought to be brought to justice.
That's the guy who wins an election right there. What state is he? Tennessee?
Tennessee.
Common sense. Damn it, you got a good state.
The great volunteer state.
Oh man, his common sense.
It really is.
I really like
law,
I like what he said. He said y'all have a double standard for one side, not the other. That is a fact. That's why people don't trust the media. That's why it's dying.
I just don't get. He's there. He's probably more in the government than anybody in the media, and y'all gonna tell him something. I just don't get that, bro. That pisses me off
and Liz Cheney was his colleague. He said so. He even said, "Hey, it's my colleague or not. If you break the law,
you broke the
law. So you should be punished. That's it.
Yeah, you can't cry.
My friend or not my friend.
Exactly.
She's just being investigated. Nobody cried when Trump got investigated. Double standard.
One more item. After our last hearing, President Trump tried to call a witness in our investigation, a witness you have not yet seen in these hearings. That person declined to answer or respond to President Trump's call and instead alerted their lawyer to the call. Their lawyer alerted us, and this committee has supplied that information to the Department of Justice. Let me say one more time, we will take any effort to influence witness testimony very seriously. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Hello. Allegation she made at the close of this week's hearing that witnesses coming before the committee have been threatened by people close to Trump.
Do you know who was doing it?
I don't want to comment on that, but it's very serious. It really goes to the heart of our legal system. And it's something the committee will certainly be reviewing.
So you think some of the testimony you received wasn't truthful because people were threatened?
The way that I would put it is that it gives us a real insight into how people around the former president are operating, into the extent to which they believe that they can affect the testimony of witnesses before the committee. And it's something we take very seriously. And it's something that people should be aware of. It's a very serious issue, and I would imagine the Department of Justice would be very interested in and would take that very seriously as well.
In fact, Cheney told me that the committee may make a criminal referral to the Justice Department recommending that anybody that attempted to influence witness testimony before the committee be prosecuted for witness tampering.
That's what she did. Exactly. That is so funny.
That is
she shot herself in the foot doing this, you know? She said investigate anybody who's mess with the witnesses, but they just said you were coaching them.
Yeah.
And you were the judge.
We've seen the text.
They got. I was say they got literal text messages.
Not right here.
Yeah.
She said,
the View girl.
Yeah, Alyssa. She involved too. That's why she trying to.
She trying to be quiet.
Yeah, she's trying to change that side.
She said, "Well, the Republicans, you know, they're kind of making sense."
This is
be our Republican.
This is looking so bad, bro.
Well, I do hope he can resist the sugar high of watching his guys go after the people who went after him, because that is something that could derail his progress. And I don't want to hear that they can do two things at once.
No,
they can't.
They're villains. Liz Cheney is the biggest villain in Republican circles there could possibly be.
Damn. Why? Because she's a traitor?
When the House of Representatives said no, because she was so hateful to Trump, and the voters of Wyoming booted her out, even though the Cheney family is one of the most powerful families in that state. But when the Republicans in Congress say she witness tampered, and then the press makes it out like this is some kind of revenge play, if Liz Cheney witness tampered, she deserves the FBI being all over her front lawn. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
And I think there's enough evidence
what they're calling,
to go in and investigate.
What they're calling witness tampering, I mean, I've only looked at what they're saying so far. Obviously, they haven't produced anything else. Not that that's some new standard. It's certainly not a legal standard of witness tampering. And there is no small irony.
Yes, it
that
is.
You're going to
It
go
violates
after
a
her
federal law.
Well, depends on what she did. And I don't know.
Look it up.
So far.
No.
Cuomo,
you're wrong.
I know what the law is.
And you're a lawyer.
I know I am. And I was damn good with it. What I'm saying is, we'll see.
If she did it,
we'll see.
If she tried to convince Cassidy Hutchinson,
everyone can agree that.
Yes. Oh, you give her due process.
Yes.
Certainly. But if she tried to convince Cassidy Hutchinson, all right, behind closed doors, which is the allegation, to testify a certain way in front of the J6 committee, then this woman violated federal law, period.
That's
and
true.
And the FBI
but that's
should
a big
be
if
looking
that they don't have
into
proof
that.
That's fine.
Well,
but
they got to look
that's
into it.
not what I.
They got to
But
investigate.
that's not what I think they're going to do. I think they're going to do a lot more than.
Hey, Chris, don't.
You're going to jail.
It's
You're going
almost
to
like
jail.
Liz Cheney went after her political opponent.
Oh, and it's almost like she witness tampered and said, if anyone has witnessed tampering in this case, you will be punished. Well, that includes you, bitch.
Man, these people, man.
Not pride.
Yeah, no, she is definitely guilty. I don't understand why they trying to beat around the bush. The dude from Tennessee had it the best. If she broke the law, they got to come get her.
That's it.
I don't understand why they hold these politicians to a different standard and these politicians want to come and lecture American people on why they should follow the rules.
When you
don't even follow the rules.
Come on, no.
We watching this in broad day.
It makes me think about that YSL case, bro. I know it's crazy to talk about it. But remember when that judge, he kind of tried to talk to somebody in the back room?
Yeah.
And then the guy was all like, I don't think you're allowed to do that. And then he got all mad about it.
Yeah.
He met with
You're
him.
literally not allowed to do that.
Yeah. He stood on that, though. Remember, he got in trouble for that. The lawyer was about to go to jail for that. The lawyer did go to jail for that.
He did.
On weekends, remember?
Yeah.
I wonder what happened.
His wife represented
He was going
him
on
in
weekends
court.
and then he had to leave.
wonder,
On the weekend, they'll let him work on Young Thug's case. And he got free.
His wife represented him in jail.
That's hard.
That's crazy.
That's
I wonder
hard.
if the judge get in trouble for that, though. That's crazy. Like,
Well, I mean, the case got
He
dropped,
did what
really.
he wasn't supposed to do. Though he was wrong in that case. He did what Liz Cheney did.
Yeah, he met with
Allegedly.
a witness. Yeah, he met with a
Yeah,
witness.
before the the defense attorney even know that what was going on.
I just can't. Just look at just looking at this. Could be in a lot of trouble based off the evidence.
That's not a bad statement at all.
She could be. We don't know.
Hey.
You know, maybe
She could or she could not.
Maybe it's
But
fact
hey,
that she did it. Maybe it's false that she did it.
Hey.
But it could be based off the evidence that he
Could be.
was presented.
It
He's
could
going
be.
out this political opponent. Come on, man.
But
This lady just-
what if they happen to be political opponents? Okay. But what if she committed a crime?
And she just received a medal, man.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Why niggas be trusting so bad?
I forgot about that dude.
Dan.
I knew they was
Shaw.
gonna be roasting her ass on here. They said this is a slap in the face to every American. Liz Cheney deserves prison, not a medal. Damn. Yep.
I wonder how this case will continue to develop. Like, will they put her in jail? I'd like to see some corrupt politicians start going to jail.
That would be crazy.
I'd like to see them start going to jail and get slapped with heavy sentences.
Yeah, guys, we're out of here, man. This is pretty crazy, man. She doesn't deserve a medal. We're gone.